I can get a price without having to sit with someone for 4 hours.
Yeah.
That's a lifesaver for someone that's interested in getting the windows and doors. How do you manage to do that? Joe, how are you?
Very good. Yourself?
What we're doing today. And by the way, I'm gonna ask you questions and you're gonna be thinking, Adam, why are you asking me this? Because you already know.
Yeah.
Some of it I don't, I've just been faking it the whole time. But it's for the people who are watching the channel.
Yeah,
so what
fine.
we're doing today?
Measuring all the windows, shooting a bit of content. Tez is coming up. Yeah, just checking all the apertures, checking the thresholds, stuff like that. Started the business 2.5 years ago with the concept of trying to support the local installer. There's a huge issue where kind of they've been neglected within the industry. Kind of the support structure is not there for them. So it was creating tech, supporting them in their business, championing them, and then trying to help them from marketing all the way through to kind of giving them a good product at the end, a good service.
This is the first time you've been on site.
Yep.
Tez is coming here to do full measurement site survey, but I already know exactly what style I'm getting and how much I'm paying.
Correct.
How can you do that without coming to site? Because that's like the aha moment for homeowners when it goes, actually, I can get a price without having to sit with someone for 4 hours.
Yeah.
That's a lifesaver for someone that's interested in getting the windows and doors. How do you manage to do that?
We do it really simply. It's a case of just having a quick chat on the phone with the customer, sharing obviously our ideas, you know, so we get photos sent across by the customer, we have a look at it, we can clearly see obviously how many bricks around the window and stuff like that. So from our point of view, we can issue a quote to a customer.
Share with me why the amount, because someone's thinking, what you talk about bricks, why are bricks important?
It's a standard metric measurement, so so you obviously know how much the measurement is.
Yeah.
So from that we can obviously issue a price within a certain tolerance, and you know we go through this with the customer and we say, you know, this is what it is. Obviously a full site survey needs to be done, so we ask them to send as many photos as they can across, get kind of what their ideas are for design wise, and then we'll look at the property and say, look, have you considered this, this and this, share photos, and then from that it's real simple. We'll send a couple of prices over to them and then discussion goes from there really, and then if they want to proceed then we come out and do a full site survey.
Can you just share with the people what we have going into this and why we've chosen the windows that we've chosen?
Yeah, so we looked at the property and obviously the character that it's got. You've got the timber windows with the Georgian bar. We kind of went back and forward, shared standard UPVC. I think would look kind of out of place with it. So we're going with the flush UPVC, toyed with the idea of putting the Georgian bars back in, but then we also looked at the concept of putting lead, and it was a mutual agreement that I think the lead would make it, you know, stand out, look really nice on the property. So that's what we're going with. So it's an agate grey, light grey, window externally, white internal with lead. Once we've liaised with the customer, they've sent all their details in, photos and everything like that, and we've given a quote across to them. When they want to proceed, we'll come out and do a final survey. So what we're doing here with Terry, we'll just measure all the apertures. An aperture is the hole where the window sits, or the door. We'll do 3 measurements across, 2 up and down either side, just for obviously brick variations and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Door-wise, measurement-wise is no difference. The only thing that you've just got to be careful is obviously the threshold detail, so the door's not scraping on the inside floor.
1940, including 30mm knock-on.
When the top of the frame is buried behind the plaster, what we do, we put a 30mm plastic insert basically that goes on top of the frame. It just drops the frame down so that you don't lose the whole frame behind the plaster. That's us all done, all measured, got everything we need. What we'll then do, go back to the unit, get it all inputted into the computer, send over the frame schedule, which basically we'll run through with the client, and then get it all signed off and get it ready to order.